they're not funny. Songs that has a longer, and I'm the only choir member in my church. Songs that have a longer breath, I won't be able to. Hello, people. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Talita, your faith, lifestyle, womanhood, and creativity channel. They say long time no saw. It's been a while on this space, and sometimes when you have a lot, you just need to give space and refresh and get back. And so you're back. If you're a returning subscriber, thanks for staying glued. You mean a lot to my heart. And if this is your first time or visiting this YouTube channel, don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so that when we post a new video, you'll be able to see back and enjoy it. And so today I want to talk about pregnancy myths, and few things about pregnancy, revolving around my pregnancy journey. Okay, there are a lot of myths. Some people will tell you put pin in your stomach when you're pregnant so that evil children will not come to you. Is a lie. Bible says the children whom the Lord has given us are for signs and wonders. So from the womb your child was formed. God is aware of that. So some of those things, and sometimes they tell you don't take water. I can remember when I was 6 weeks, I went to the hospital and I was confirmed I was pregnant. I didn't know actually I was 6 weeks already. That's a month gone. And the doctor was saying I can do anything once there is no complication. In fact, the gynecologist told me that she chose block when she was pregnant. She chose block. That was what was suiting to her, and she was fine. I don't know why some people tell you not to take it. For me, when I was pregnant, I think it was into the 2nd month, I was a bit strong, and that lasted for like a month, and after that I became strong. And one more thing, there are a lot of things pregnancy will do to you. For me, my libido increased. Yeah, you heard it. There's nothing to be ashamed of. And if you're a married man and your wife is demanding for sex when she's pregnant, there are some hormones that causes it. And please give it to her. Let her feel. For me, it was like an exercise for me. Sometimes I will not be feeling fine from morning till evening. Once my husband comes and understand, I'll feel better. And also I'll feel better. So don't think your wife is brave, but there are also some that their libido becomes very low. Try and understand, walk your way around it. I've heard cases of women who do not even want to have sex all through, and some will tell you having sex opens for a baby to come out. I don't think that's entirely true, because for me, I had high libido, and that was it. So understand with your wife. There's also a myth. Some women begin to have smell. In fact, I saw it online. A woman was saying, the man was sharing the experience of the wife, and was saying when the wife was pregnant, the wife it smells like if he's just coming out of the bedroom, he can bathe 10 times in a day, and the wife will still say it's smelling. Actually, there are a lot of things that can be responsible for that, but whichever way it comes for you, enjoy it. And like I still used to say, there is room for supernatural child. Little things that your body might adjust to, because you're carrying a whole man being in your body. You are a life giver, so that can happen. And also, I couldn't drink water. Like, I took table water. Kudos to my husband. I give you kudos. Initially, a pregnant man needs to take water. I was taking water a bit by bit. It wasn't much as I should take. I didn't really eat when I was pregnant, but I realized that I couldn't take water. We tried pure water, tried different water, until I got 1 table water. That was the 3rd month. And from that 3rd month, I took that water till I gave birth. That's why I say kudos to husband who are staying by, and to people who have support. When you're pregnant, I think men should understand it can vary. Yes, as much as we want to have supernatural and if you really want to have super stressless pregnancy, then you confess it. What you confess before that period works for you. You don't get pregnant and now start confessing it. You confess it, make it a part and parcel of you before you get married, or when you just get married, you confess it that, okay, during pregnancy I want to have an age free, which would definitely. So also, when I was pregnant, the roll-on, deodorant, everything we were using at home were smelling, and my husband had to stop using it. Yes, he had to practically stop using it. If I could remember a day, then I begin to smell. Imagine, I would smell it. At the same time, I can't use roll-on, I can't use deodorant, I can't use anything. As in, there were different times. In fact, I think it was into the 6 months, and I went to buy Nivea. That was what I hadn't used until I was almost giving birth. That was the only sound. Like, I had to try different type. That was the only thing that worked for me. And also food. When you're pregnant, there are different. Sometimes the combination can be so funny. I can remember, and sometimes it's what you love most that you don't want to eat when you're pregnant. I love taking noodles, spag. I couldn't take noodles and spag. In fact, the smell. If my husband is cooking it, I'll go to the inner room, like go to the inner room, and I won't be able to. But at the same time too, when I read the supernatural childbirth and I begin to confess it, my birthday was on 28th of October, it's coming in a few days, and I gave birth on 7th November. I could remember 26 or so, I was still able to mount the machine. I was a fashion designer. I was able to sew. After the 3 months, 3 weeks, like a month that I was sick, I was able to do every other thing. I went for cooperatives, I minister. Yes, at some point, to an early stage of pregnancy, I don't know if every other woman, but I think I've had experiences of people experiencing this. You might want to have shortage of breath because your baby is in and is pushing your diaphragm and everything up. So you might have to have, I remember this when I resumed, that was after Corona, when I resumed and I started singing. Those songs are not funny. Songs that has a longer, and I'm the only choir member in my church, songs that have a longer breath, I won't be able to take it. That was, but as I was getting into the 6-7 months, I was able to, my body has already adjusted, but initially I couldn't. Sometimes it even take longer song, like you're taking congregational song, like you're taking hymn, and it's something that will drop before you know that. Yeah, pregnancy is fun, it's beautiful, and I looked so beautiful. Yeah, I saw pregnancy challenge going around, and I see a lot of people, but me, but like, I don't find like this. So pregnancy made me beautiful. Like, I think I'll have to show one of the picture. I also want the picture. Pregnancy made me look beautiful, and when I gave birth, my baby just carried all the beauty. And one more thing, your hair will grow. Do you see my hair? Did you see my hair? Do you see my hair? Yeah, that's the length of my hair. Find the front out together, but those are the blankets, the length of my hair. I don't know what happened, how it happens, but a lot of people that don't have it, though some people shed away the hair after giving birth, they'll tell you the child has collected. But me, I see they rock my own. No, when you have your hair, my hair became fuller. Yes, I have a thick hair before, but my hair became fuller, and I have hair, and up till now, I've not loosed the hair. I don't know what is behind it. But I had a fuller hair that then to even sit and make it that issue, and I'm still enjoying my hair. Thanks for the pregnancy. Then there are some, I have a friend that pregnancy helped, she had low BP, and pregnancy helped a lot. Uncle, please, I'm doing a live video. Can you help me with this? Thank you. Pregnancy actually helped to normalize our blood pressure. You see, this thing called pregnancy is a blessing from God. She used to have low BP, but when she got pregnant, she had like a BP became normal. I think maybe what might be the reason, maybe because the baby inside is palpitating, like the baby is breathing and she is breathing. That might be. There's some food cravings, like, do you know hey, I've forgotten the name. This nut from cashew, I hate it like anything. and I hate, and I drank water. In fact, table water I can drink, and I think table water I take one and maybe two of a new old one. That's like 12. That's how much I drank water. Pregnancy is beautiful, but the main thing is, before you get pregnant, begin to confess how stress-free you want. Shout out to Patty Mko. She could do every other thing. Yes, I could remember after the first 3 weeks, God gave me a verse of the scripture. My soul is out of the snare. The snare is broken and we escape. And that was when I became angry in my spirit, and I like, pregnancy should be something I should enjoy. And from that moment, after I was sick for 3 weeks, like a week. Why am I saying 3 weeks? Like a month. I was 2 months when I became sick. I was sick for like a month. So after my 3rd month, I became well. But that was when God gave me the verse of the scripture, and I became mad in my spirit, and I began to confess. In fact, I went for wedding. I could remember someone got wedded that period. I went to tie gilly for her with my belly. My stomach didn't really come out. My stomach began to come around 6 months. As a 4th month, you won't even know something is there at all. But that was just it. You should be able to do every other thing. But that period can be funny. Nobody, yes, people will have perfect, but you have somebody in you. There will be some things you did, some food you ate, some things that can be funny. Like I said, I had high libido, and some would not even want to have at all. They will be running away. They will not have sex at all by marriage. Yeah, aside from the fact, one more thing, drug. I didn't like taking drugs at all. Like Biko, and which is essential for the baby. In fact, there was a time they gave me something like Coke that I should be putting that is good. Yes, your body cannot reproduce everything you and the baby needs, but at the same time, drugs. Hey, if I want to take drug and I don't, I chop most to die. Amala, Semo. That was any night I did not take it like this, no drug for me, because the thing will come be like say day. That was the same way noodles was doing for me. It was more like if I eat it, it will now stay here. But aside that, I ate. I remember my birthday on 28th. Goat meat. I chop them. They go help me farm. And thanks to everyone that stayed around me. Pregnancy is a beautiful journey, but there can be changes in your body. You can be jumping up in the morning. I remember too when I think something I was beginning to show bits, but that was 6 months. I made a dress for a bride and I went there. I danced. When I enter house, my body did shake it for me. When I got to my body, I remember Chineye too, Adeleye sharing experience that she traveled to Ibadan and she danced. When she came back, shout out to you, Mommy King. And when she came back, the baby showed that pepper, say you go use me dance. Yeah, I danced that day. When I got home, my husband was like, my husband was making jest of me the way I was dancing in the party. But the thing is, pregnancy is a beautiful journey. And when you behold what is in your hand, but the most thing is, if you want to have the stressless listen, if you're pregnant now, you can pray about it. You can become angry in your spirit and claim the earth. But believe me, pregnancy is a beautiful journey. If you had any experience, you can drop it in comment section for people to enjoy. Thank you for staying with us, experiencing from now till every videos I'll be dropping. My wedding anniversary is next month on 7. I got traditionally wedded. It's my husband 2 years ago, and my baby came on a traditional wedding. And my own birthday is 28th of this month, and so I'm going to be sharing. I'll be having some exciting things to share with you. Till I come your way next time, I am your girl, Hedin Alabi, signing out. Love you.